Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Charles Wahlingford, back again with another cigar pairing. And today I have a special pairing. And I know I say that all the time, but this is very special. This is the first time I'm pairing with wine. Not just any wine, a Tawny Port. And if you know anything about wines, a Tawny Port is very, very distinctive. So what kind of Tawny Port is this? This is Taylor Fladgate. Taylor Fladgate 10-year Tawny Port, alongside of the Te-Amo Revolution. All right, I'll get back to you once this cigar is almost done, and we'll talk about the scoring and why I chose to try and pair with a wine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the end of the cigar, or close to the end. It's not complete. I still have a little bit to go. But I've got what I need to get, and let's get started. I know a lot of you want to just jump right into it, so why not? I'm gonna jump right into it. This is a 95 pairing. If you know anything about my pairings, to get a 90 and above means it is a perfect pairing. To get a 95 and above means it's a perfect pairing, and additional flavors have come about putting these two together. Before I get to that and what those flavors are, let me tell you why I made the decision to pair with wine. I don't usually pair with wine. I do like to be diverse with my distilled aged spirits, but sometimes you got to go a little bit farther out to really understand what you're doing and to bring better pairings for you. For a while, I didn't understand why somebody would want to pair with a wine. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers, Puro Maduro. He pairs just like I do. He does a great job, and he paired with wine, and I just couldn't wrap my head around why he would do such a thing. Cigar Aficionado, Cigar Snob, those periodicals I trust, they paired with wine. Still couldn't understand it. It made no sense to me. For me, wine, the flavor is just far too dominant. It would take over everything. You wouldn't be able to taste anything when it came to just having smoke. When you're eating a meal, you're chewing meat or pasta or something solid, I can get that. Adding wine makes perfect sense, but with just smoke, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't find it. And I tried all the way up until maybe a year ago. From this point, from a year ago, I was trying red wines and it just wouldn't work. And believe me, don't dare try this with a white wine. But I did some research, paid attention to what's going on, and I found Tawny Port. Tawny Port, let's talk about port wine in general. A Tawny Port and port wine in general is a fortified wine. Fortified wine means it has a higher APV from adding a hard alcohol. A lot of times for Taylor Fladgate, brandy is added. A very young brandy, but brandy is added to boost the APV. The reason why you would do such a thing, many years ago in Portugal, they were shipping out their wines and their wines were going bad. So they decided, this is far before refrigeration and everything else, they decided why not raise the ABV, and then that way they can get their wines farther out. And that's what they did, and that's how they came up with ports. Let's talk about the flavors that we get from this cigar. The cigar is a 92 point Cigar Aficionado grading. Very, very good cigar. It's not to say it's not complex, but it's just a nice leathery cedar, like perfect earthy cigar. Paired with the Taylor Fladgate. Taylor Fladgate will have, and port wines will have, this is a 10-year, if I didn't mention already, the 10-year, it will have that tannic flavor that you will have in a red wine. And along with that, you're gonna have dried fruit, which is very indicative of a red wine, dates and raisins. Then you're gonna have orange peel, and then you have a little bit of earthiness. You even will have sometimes a cocoa flavor coming through also. That sounds great for pairing with a cigar, and it is. It absolutely is. So with these two together, we have a perfect pairing. And to make it a perfect pairing, again, you can't have any clashes. These two together just amplify each other and make the other taste better than before. But wait, this is a 95. If you know anything about my scoring, a 95 means that it has additional flavors. Additional flavors. Now the additional flavor, not flavors, the additional flavor that I picked up is a, if you want to call it, grape skin. A fresh grape that tastes around the skin. Like if you pull the skin off, it tastes like something. If you keep the skin on, it tastes like something different. That is what I'm tasting. A full grape in the skin, and it's a surprise, a pleasant surprise that this came about. When I first tried this, and when I do my practice runs and when I rehearse, I graded this as an 88. But taking this all the way through, taking this past the first third, well into the second third, which we're in right now, this is a perfect pairing at a 95. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this video entertaining. I hope you found this video educational, and I hope you'll be back for the next pairing. I'm Charles Wahlingford. Don't forget to subscribe, like. If you have something to comment, if you have something to say, make sure you comment. And this is how I spent my money.